Hi, my name is Dale Sauls, and I'm the lead pastor of Life Springs Church, and I'm bringing you this week's COVID-19 update. We've done a lot of these. We try to do it every week since we first learned the word COVID, and so now we're somewhere between 15 and 20 of these updates. But this was a biggie. This is a biggie today because I have great news to tell you in case you haven't heard. Life Springs Church, first of all, has never closed. The church just went to different places. We went online for a season, then we come outside. We've been having outdoor services. Here's another milestone. This weekend is our first weekend of moving the services indoors. We're super excited about that. Now, some of you are like, well, other churches have already done it and other churches aren't doing it. I get that. And I want to just go on record and say there's been a lot of criticism of other churches that I see on Facebook. Please don't do that. Every church has to make its own decision based on the age of its congregation, the size of its building, the numbers of people that attend. All these kind of things have to be factored in, and we want to cooperate with our governmental leaders. While we don't have to legally, we want to. We want to be people that are cooperative and help our whole community. With that being said, we believe it is time now that Life Springs Church can safely, or as safely as we'll be for a while, get back together. Now, if you know anything about Life Springs Church, we have a lot of people and a small building. We're working hard to build a building, but we hadn't gotten there yet. So we have to factor that into the equation. In fact, for those that may not have known, before COVID came, we were gearing up for Easter, and we were getting ready to have 8 services on a regular weekend to be able to house the people pre-COVID. So we're having to factor all that in. We've set up our auditorium so that we have social distancing. We have made sure we've tried to clean the building and to the high touch areas. We've tried to make sure we're staffed so that you really don't have to touch anything. You don't have to no touch check in with your kids, no touch to have to open doors, whatever. We've got bands that you can choose your level of comfort for social distancing. Our staff will be wearing masks. You don't have to wear one if you don't want to wear one if you're attending. We encourage you to, but it's not a requirement for you to come, but we will try to make sure our staff is wearing masks. We're going to do our best to create a safe environment. We have set up the auditorium so that fewer people can be in there, so social distancing, and that's why we've got 3 services, 9, 10, and 11. This weekend, we're going to do 30-minute services at 9, 10, and 11. So 9 to 9:30, 10 to 10:30, 11 to 11:30. I don't think we'll do that forever. This is our first weekend back. Please come back so we can gauge how many of you are comfortable coming, and then we'll make adjustments. I'm sure this weekend we'll learn a lot. We'll have a lot of things to discover and figure out. So be here. Even if it's 30-minute service, we're going to have worship. I've got a sermon for you, and we're going to have kids ministry. All that's going to be going on right here, 9, 10, and 11 at 3215 Keller Andrews Road in Sanford, North Carolina. You can go to our website and get more details. We are going to need you, though, at 9:30 to go ahead and leave. I hate to say that, but so we can clean the auditorium before the next service. We got a team that's going to blitz it in 30 minutes to wipe down surfaces and stuff. So we want to make sure we've got the building ready for the next group. So don't be late. Don't be late. There's going to be people a little bit more checking in and parking teams. So make sure you come early. Make sure you got a seat, but also make sure you get through the process of check-in so you're ready for the 9 o'clock service. Don't be late. Don't be late because it's a 30-minute service. Now, other opportunities. Some of you is like, I don't know about that. I'm not sure if I'm ready to go indoors yet. That's okay. We still have the Western Harnett campus that's going to be doing an outdoor service at 9:30. You can find out more details about that at lifesprings.online. Maybe you're like, I don't know if I want to be in a recording. I want to be indoors, but I don't know if I want to be in a big crowd. Hey, we're not doing one next week, but on most weeks we do a live recording. Be watching our website, lifesprings.online, or our Facebook account, and you will find out when those live recordings are, and it's a full-blown service. No kids ministry, and we do ask that kids, anyone in the sanctuary is quiet because it is a recording, but you're welcome to attend that as well. Some of you's like, man, that's still too much for me. Here's what I want to ask you to do. Get a house church together. You say, what's a house church? Anybody who does not live under your roof, 1 family, 2 families, you and your sister, you guys get together and say, we're making a commitment to be accountable to each other to watch church each week and form a house church. Go to lifesprings.online and let us know you have one, or call the office, because we have resources we want to give you. We want to invite people to your house church. We just want to give you resources for your kids or for the environment, and we may even start producing a little special video for you guys if we get enough of you doing. I'm happy to say right now there's like 75 people that are meeting in house churches each week. So we're excited about that. And go ahead and register one if you would like to, or form one and let us know about it. Now, some of you's like, I'm not even want to do that. I'm serious. I don't want to die from COVID. I don't feel like I should get out. That is cool. We're going to continue at our online church. You can watch it on YouTube. You can watch it on Facebook. But I encourage you to check it out at lifesprings.online. We have a new online platform we've been using for 3 or 4 weeks now. And it's just more interactive. And I think here's the deal. Do not form habits that isolate yourself. The bottom line is that's not good spiritually. So whatever comfort level you have in physically being around people is okay, but don't social distance totally where you're not even in contact with people. There's ways to do that electronically. Thank God for technology. So go ahead and engage and don't isolate yourself. A couple of other things I want to make aware of, not just about our services this weekend. One thing I want to let you know is that each week, or for a lot of weeks during COVID-19, we've been doing the breakdown, and then we went to every other week. It takes a lot of man hours, and right now we're putting all of our man hours on opening or moving the services back indoors, opening our buildings back up, and figuring that out. So we're going to discontinue that, push pause on the breakdown for a season, and we may come back and open it up later on. We may not. We'll see how it goes, but for right now, that's on pause. And the other thing I want to let you know is we had an overwhelming response to Kids Camp, and we're excited about that. That is so good. And one of the things, if you know anything about me at all, I'm always concerned about passing our faith on to the next generation. So this week, they're going to be doing this Kids Camp. I want you to be praying for them. I want you to pray for these kids. I want to pray for these parents. You can imagine how hard homeschool is, how much harder is home church for doing kids ministry. So let's keep those parents in prayer. Hey, I love you guys, and I can't wait to see you soon.